Alex, you're an Arsenal player. You're in an Arsenal shirt. How does it feel?
Fantastic. I mean, it's been a long ordeal. It's been a long day, but I'm delighted to be here and really looking forward to pushing on and trying to work as hard as I can for the club this season.
You're in the newspapers. You're one of those names that were being chased by some of the big clubs. Why did you plump for Arsenal?
I've always been a big fan of Arsenal. Growing up, Thierry Henry was one of my favourite players, and I think it's just the attractive style of play that the boys play here at Arsenal. And it's a massive club. They don't get much bigger than Arsenal, and it's just everything about the club. I was warm to it. I've come to the Emirates a few times this season to watch a few games of Barcelona game, and I was just blown away by the atmosphere, the fans, the stadium, just everything about it. And I think it would be hard to refuse an opportunity like this.
So you're a proper Arsenal fan. You grew up with pictures of Thierry on your wall, kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I've never really been a mad fan of anyone, but Arsenal is definitely one of the teams I've always followed. I love watching. If they're on match of the day, I always watch them, or if they're on live on Sky, I always take time to watch them, because I think that's the best way to learn football, watching the boys that play here at Arsenal. And to have the opportunity to try and play with them and develop my game and learn from them, it's exciting for me.
And Thierry, you mentioned him. Why in particular did you like him?
I just think he's such an exciting player to watch. I mean, as I was growing up, he was always the star man on match of the day. All the highlights were basically of him, because he's always scoring week in, week out, and the goals he scored were fantastic, and the play that he created around him with the rest of the players. It's just exciting to watch.
Where did you play most of last season for Southampton? Which position?
Played pretty much all of last season on the right wing.
Do you feel you're a player that can play in a number of positions?
Yeah, I mean, as I was growing up through the youth team systems and in the youth team and even in the reserves, I was always a centre midfielder, and then I got my chance in the first team, and because I was quite quick and maybe a bit smaller when I was first coming into the first team, the manager put me out wide to maybe keep me out of the way from the physical side of it until I developed and got a bit bigger and stronger and more experienced. So I ended up playing on the wing. I enjoyed it. I got some success out there, and so I couldn't complain with that.
And some of the Arsenal fans might not have seen too much of you. Describe yourself as a player.
I think I'm a player that likes to get on the ball. I like to create opportunities for myself to have a shot or try and score a goal, and others around me. If there's an opportunity to run at a player and take a player on, I won't be shy to do it. I'll try my best to take someone on, but I like to pass the ball as well. So yeah.
You're the second youngest player to play for Southampton. The youngest player, of course, is Theo Walcott.
Yeah.
Was he any kind of inspiration for you growing up at Southampton?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the way I've seen Theo when he left Southampton and take off here, it's been really encouraging for me, and he's a great player, and to go on like he has and play for England, score goals for England, and do as well as he has for Arsenal, it was definitely gave me confidence, and made me help my decision a bit more to think, if Theo's done it, maybe I can try and give it a go as well and try my best.
How much do you owe Southampton Football Club?
I owe them massive. The fans, the manager. I've had two managers down there, Alan Pardew and my latest, Nigel Atkins. I owe them massive. The boys down there, they've helped me massively, and I've been there since I was 7 years old, and they've brought me up into the player I am today. So the hard work they've put into me, I couldn't have asked for more, and I'm so grateful for what they've done for me down at Southampton.
Your first full season was last season. You got 41 games, 11 goals, 9 assists. That would suggest you're a player that likes to make them as much as score them.
Yeah, I mean, as I said before, if someone's in a better position than me, I'll always look to give them the ball so they can score or try and score. But yeah, I mean, I think you're never going to be as good as player as you could be if you're not looking to help your teammates out and create opportunities for them. So you can't always be selfish and look to score yourself. So if there's ever an opportunity there to cross the ball, that's what I do. I try and take players on, get crosses in, and yeah.
How big a thrill was it to be named in the League One Team of the Year?
Yeah, massive. That was a big thing for me, because at the start of the season I just thought I was going to be on the fringes of the first team down at Southampton, and I was just waiting for my opportunity to come around and then take it, and to have made as many starts and appearances as I have this year, and to even score goals. I mean, I've shocked myself. I think I've excelled my own expectations of what I was hoping for the last season, and you know, to be named in the League One Team of the Year has just topped it off for me, really.
Have you met Arsene Wenger? What do you make of him?
He's a fantastic man, isn't he? You know, I've been watching him as well over the last however many years he's been at Arsenal, and you know, everyone knows how much of a big influence he is at this club and how much he knows his football. So, you know, I just can't wait to get started and work for him.
And he's a reputation as a manager who improves players, makes them better, particularly young players.
Yeah, definitely. I think that was one of the reasons why I wanted to come to Arsenal, because you know, I really believe that he knows what he's doing, and I think he knows what to do to develop me in the best way. So yeah.
And you look at someone like Jack Wilshere.
Yeah.
A year ago, he was just coming through his first real pre-season with the first team. Now he's an established Arsenal player, an England international as well. You never know, that could happen to you. It's possible.
Well, yeah, you know, Jack's an amazing player. I've been watching him a lot, and some of the stuff he does, he never fails to surprise me every time I watch him, you know. But I'm just going to give it my best go, and you know, if I come up short, which I'm hoping I'm not, I know I've got belief in my own ability, and I'm just going to rely on that and work hard every day, and go from there.
You said you studied Arsenal last year, or at least watched them. What did you make of them last year? It was a nearly season.
Yeah, it was a bit. You know, you can see there's so much quality in the team and in the squad, and I can't really explain what was wrong or what wasn't wrong. You know, just the way I saw it, they play fantastic football, and the infrastructure of the club and everything there is spot on. It's just waiting to happen, I think.
Arsenal perhaps not at the highest ebb at the moment, but you've come here to win things, and you clearly believe that Arsenal are a club at which you can win things.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't think there's a professional footballer around that doesn't want to win things. So, you know, I know all the boys here and the manager here, everyone wants to win, and I'm no different to that. You know, I want to come here and win as much as I can with the club, and I think the club's got the talent here and the ability to do that.
What's it like to have, just finally, have you pinched yourself because you made your debut the back end of the previous season, and suddenly just about to turn 18 at Arsenal with all these great names, this football club with such a history. It is one of those pinch yourself kind of moments, I would suggest. Yeah,
I mean, I don't think it's quite sunk in just yet, but you know, I'll come in tomorrow and I'll see all the lads, and then I think it'll hit me then where I am and what I've got ahead of me.